mentioned that some place that had a big cauldron or something like that. Yeah. I went to an inn and they had a specialty of antique cooking utensils. And they were pricey. They were very pricey. And it turns out there's collectors. There's a whole bunch of collectors. And if you go in the back of magazines like Gourmet and Bon Appetit, you'll see ads for them. But people are very drawn to that. It would be quite an easy thing to have a collection of, just start making one, of old cooking implements. Display it around your inn for the time being, and then when you get critical mass, start using that as a selling tool. As you could have a weekend where people came and swapped pieces. Now, but swaps of all kinds and all sorts of hobbies are a fantastic opportunity to fill your inn. Let's think, stamp collectors, you know? There are so many hobbies where people get more than they need of one thing. Everything from butterflies to stamps. I mean, people get more than they need. So if you're in an area where collecting something is a big deal, or certain things that people collect come from your area or sourced there, that would be an absolutely great source of a package. That would be quite easy on the internet to publicize by going to websites that are focusing on that, posting on their blogs, posting on your own blog, putting keywords into your website about that hobby or that experience. Those are things that really can add up to more and more marketing. But I'm looking for some, so I'm getting the high side here, that means I'm running out of time. I'm looking for some ideas you have on marketing. Somebody like to make a marketing suggestion, something you're doing. Yeah, please.
Well, I was going to say that when you're trying to keep your website fresh and you're trying to make it feel like each season as we go into it, one easy way is to keep photographing your table. So you have your fall table, your Christmas table, your Easter table, and then you just, over the year, you collect those photographs, forward them to your marketing person, so that just that one picture keeps getting swapped out seasonally.
Great idea. Great idea. You could probably do the same thing with a wreath by the door if you're a wreath person, or over the mantle. If you use a wreath, you could just keep photographing that wreath. That's a brilliant idea. It's a great idea.
The thing about the table is that that's an experience.
Yes, it's an experiential thing. That's
Right.
even better. That's a great idea. As a matter of fact, just this morning, I took a picture of the late summer bouquet on Joyce and Jack's table. And Joyce saying, I said, oh yeah, my readers, I mean, people love that. I love that. So that's a really, thank you, brilliant idea. How about another, yes?
Yeah, I don't have an idea, but I would like you to address
Please.
maybe a group's, like you're talking to a group here, how can they go about being up to date on how to market to other areas? Like I'm noticing a lot more people from Ohio are coming in. Can you give us an idea of the best way via the internet, I guess, of how as a group we could come together to make a much larger presentation to gather more information?
Okay, Ohio seems to be a subject of interest here. So if I were wanting to market to Ohio, being a reader, because that's what I am, I would probably start out, I would probably go look at a map, because I love maps. I'd see what Ohio, what's in Ohio and where is it, what's happening there, where are the major sources of population. Then I'd Google Ohio and I'd bring up some maps about Ohio. I would find out the names of the major publications in Ohio. And if there's like an Ohio magazine, I'd do that. If there's, I would then start looking up specialty groups, and I'm not sure what I'd Google there. Ohio, cultural, Ohio, historic. I would definitely ask everyone in the group to spend a half an hour, just a little time, thinking about Ohio and what's there and how you can get people from there. Then I'd come together around break some bread or lift a glass or whatever and start talking about it as a group and start brainstorming. And have a computer on while you're doing that start looking up tourism sites in Ohio and see where it looks like people could come from and what are the cross references between Michigan and Ohio, and why would people from Ohio come up here, and what are these people interested in anyway, that's up here especially. That would be kind of where my thinking would go on that subject. I haven't really thought about this one like specifically.
Well, I mean, we all are trying to make our advertising dollars go a whole
Sure,
lot
of
farther.
course.
There seems to be less of it. And the internet is such a great thing, and I'm a great proponent of bringing groups of people together. So, I mean, the whole idea of having to go from in to in to in, if there's, you know, a group like, I don't know how many are in this one. But how do you make your marketing dollars, how do you get the biggest bang for your buck? As a group going in, trying to bring a whole new market into your area. So if they're going to do like a Route 12,
Sure.
you know,
Okay.
B&B, how do you go in and
Okay.
make the most?
I tell you what I would do. I would go to the internet and find out what the public TV and radio stations are in those areas that you're trying to hit. And I would then contact their fundraising department and say, I want to make a special offer to your listeners, to your viewers, and I and my associates would like to offer a weekend package to be given or auctioned or whatever at your next fundraiser. Those are tremendously powerful. It results in your inn or your group of inns. It could be the Chicago Pike Inns, or I don't know what your name is, but I'm not saying it's something that's off, but it could be your inn or your group of inns. Name will be repeated over and over, you know, again and again and again on air or on the station to promote. That's probably the #1 thought if you really want to make your ad dollars go somewhere, because it doesn't cost you anything but some nights. Yes?
Just a little example. We donated, we're in Ludington, Michigan, donated a free night to WCET, public television in Cincinnati, Ohio,
Okay.
way down in the south.
Perfect.
Not only that gets one person that won, but other people saw it. We got a number of people that said, you know, we asked them, did you see the ad? They said, no, but that was so cool that you're doing that. So it's kind of like a residual
All
kind of
publicity is
effect that
good
it has.
publicity.
It goes on and on.
Exactly. That's a great, yes.
Can you talk for a minute about Facebook and Twitter?
No, I can do more than that. Matter of fact, I'm so glad that you reminded me of something. Now, I'm something